The expectation is a future of abundance, where human creativity is unlocked by cheap machine labor. The money pours in indiscriminately. This isn't just funding useful tools, it's fueling speculative ventures with billion-dollar valuations based on potential, not profit. This massive inflow of capital distorts markets, as money that could have gone to other integration tax. For an established company, adding AI isn't like installing a new printer. It's painful, costly surgery. The promise. This is the siren song of technology, AI as a deflationary miracle. The narrative sold to investors, CEOs, and the public is one of boundless efficiency. AI doctors that reduce healthcare costs, AI tutors that democratize education, and automated supply chains that eliminate waste. The expectation is a future of abundance, where human creativity is unlocked by cheap machine labor. The gold rush. Capital isn't patient, it chases the next big thing. When the AI wave crests, money pours in indiscriminately. This isn't just funding useful tools, it's fueling speculative ventures with billion-dollar valuations based on potential, not profit. This massive inflow of capital distorts markets, as money that could have gone to other sectors or R&D is funneled into a single, hype technology, creating an asset bubble in the AI space. The hardware squeeze. AI's picks and shovels are advanced semiconductors, GPUs/TPUs. The sudden, massive demand from every tech giant and startup creates a classic supply shock. Chip fabrication plants cost tens of billions and take years to build. In the interim, a black market for chips emerges, cloud providers hike compute prices, and the cost of doing anything in AI becomes prohibitive for all but the best-funded players, embedding a high floor cost into the entire ecosystem. The energy appetite. This is a physical constraint with economic teeth. Training a frontier AI model can use enough energy to power thousands of homes for a year. As data centers multiply, they compete with households and industries for electricity, driving up wholesale power prices. They also require vast amounts of water for cooling, straining local resources. These are real, externalized costs that eventually get paid by consumers and taxpayers through higher utility bills and public infrastructure upgrades. The talent war. A sudden scarcity of a critical resource, human expertise, leads to price hyperinflation. A PhD who might have gone into medical research or academia is lured by a tech giant's $500,000 salary. This doesn't just raise costs for AI companies, it creates a brain drain from other vital sectors and forces non-tech companies, a bank, a car manufacturer, to pay Silicon Valley premiums to build their own AI teams, raising their operational costs across the board. The integration tax. For an established company, adding AI isn't like installing a new printer. It's a painful, costly surgery. It means replacing legacy IT systems, buying new software licenses, hiring expensive system integrators, and months of employee training and workflow redesign. These are massive capital expenditures, CapEx, that must be recouped, often through higher prices for the company's goods or services. The early adopter premium. The first generation of any technology is expensive. AI features are marketed not as cost savers for the customer, but as premium value adds. Asterisk, pay 30% more for our Pro plan with AI Copilot. Asterisk, this conditions the market to accept higher price points for intelligent products, setting a new, elevated pricing tier that becomes the norm. The subscription creep. The business model shift is profound. One-time purchase software provided predictable costs. The AI-driven shift to subscriptions creates recurring operational expenses for businesses and consumers. To stay competitive, you must keep paying. This turns software from a capital asset into a perpetual utility bill, locking in a constant flow of money from the economy to tech providers. The dynamic pricing evolution. AI turns pricing from a static strategy into a real-time, Personalized battlefield.
They see everything you do online.
Algorithms now
Every
analyze your
profile, every
device,
transaction,
browsing
priced
pace,
in real
past
time.
purchases,
We call
and
this
even the
the
time of day
transparent
to guess your
economy.
maximum willingness to pay.
User profiles
This
stream
isn't just
past,
optimizing
revealing
for
the true
efficiency,
cost of
it's
connectivity.
perfecting price
Prices
discrimination,
shift in real
extracting
time.
more consumer surplus and
We
turning
built
it
this
into
system to
profit,
see everything.
making fair market
Billions
pricing
of data
opaque and
points,
often more
billions of
expensive for the less
profiles,
savvy
all
or less
converging right
privileged.
here, right now. They
The
call it
content flood.
intelligence, a storm
The
of
internet's
synthesized
signal-to-noise
reality.
ratio
But
plummets.
when the noise clears,
AI
what is
generates
left of the
millions of
truth?
low-quality articles, product listings, and social media posts. This creates two costs: attention cost, you spend
They
more
call
time
this
sifting junk to
intelligence.
find truth, and trust
But where
cost.
is the wisdom
Businesses and
in
legitimate
all this
creators
chaos?
must spend far more on quality production, verification,
this
and marketing to be
intelligence,
seen
a
above the
storm of data
AI-generated
designed to
spam.
overwhelm.
Both costs
We
are
call
eventually passed
a
on.
distraction.
The security
front line of the
arms
cyber
race.
domain. Millions of
Offense
attacks per
scales with
second,
AI.
testing our
Defense must
infrastructure,
scale
looking
even
for the
faster.
slightest weakness.
AI can generate
defenses.
hyper-personalized
Shields are
phishing
designed to
emails,
absorb the
discover
initial shock,
software
but they cannot
vulnerabilities,
withstand
and
this
automate
intensity
cyber
indefinitely.
attacks. The response is a new generation of AI-powered security tools, which are more complex and expensive. This becomes a mandatory tax for any business operating online, a non-negotiable cost of existence in the digital age. The insurance recalculation. Insurance is the pricing of risk. AI introduces massive new uncertainties. Who is liable for an AI medical misdiagnosis? How do you value a company whose core asset is a potentially unstable AI model? How high is the risk of a catastrophic AI-driven market crash? Faced with unquantifiable risk, insurers do what they always do: raise premiums to create a buffer, pricing this new uncertainty into the cost of doing business for everyone. The disruption ripple. Short-term deflation in a specific sector, e.g., cheap AI-generated logos, can cause long-term inflation. As AI startups undercut human professionals, prices for those services may drop temporarily. But the human professionals lose income, and the startup, once it achieves market dominance, having burned venture capital to subsidize low prices, can raise prices. The displaced workers reduce spending power ripples through the local economy. The regulatory response. Societal pushback against bias, misinformation, and job displacement leads to rules. Compliance is not free. It requires constitutional AI training, bias auditing, transparency reports, and right-to-human review systems. These are costs that large corporations can absorb but that become crippling barriers for smaller competitors, again reducing competition and enabling higher prices in the long run. The consumer dilemma. The individual faces a forced upgrade cycle. The dumb version of a product is slowly deprecated, customer service channels are automated, basic software features are moved to the AI tier, the non-AI option becomes clunky and unsupported. You are functionally coerced into paying the AI tax just to maintain the level of service you once had, a phenomenon known as featureflation. The widening gap. This is the centralization of power. AI has immense economies of scale, more data, more compute, more talent. This allows giants, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, to become more efficient and powerful, while small businesses, the local bookstore, the indie marketing firm, face the AI barrier to entry. As small competitors fade, market concentration increases. History shows that concentrated markets lead to less innovation and higher prices. The job market shift. The economic distribution changes. High-skill AI engineers and prompt whisperers see wages soar.
Look closely at the
Mid-skill knowledge workers, paralegals, junior analysts, content writers, face wage stagnation or job loss as their tasks are automated. This suppresses aggregate demand in the broader economy, as the middle class shrinks, while inflating asset prices and luxury goods, favored by the new tech elite, creating a bifurcated, unstable economy. The infrastructure bill. The private sector's need becomes the public's burden. AI companies build data centers that require new power substations, water lines, and road upgrades. These public infrastructure costs are often subsidized by municipalities to attract tech jobs. The bill is paid through future taxes and utility rate hikes, a public subsidy for private profit that raises the cost of living for all residents. The reckoning. The externalities become undeniable. The story moves from abstract economics to tangible impact, a community's wells running dry to cool a data center, a spike in energy prices during a heat wave as AI compute demand peaks. The social and environmental costs, the true cost of AI, enter the public ledger, forcing a re-evaluation of whether the efficiency gains are worth the systemic strain. The nuanced reality. The conclusion is not that AI is inherently evil or inflationary. It's that its first-order economic effects are overwhelmingly capital-intensive, centralized, and costly. The promised deflation, truly better and cheaper everything, requires this expensive infrastructure to be built, the market shakeout to occur, and the benefits to diffuse beyond the tech sphere. That process is long, uneven, and packed with intermediate stages where costs are shifted onto consumers, workers, and the public sector. The story asks, who pays for the transition, and who will ultimately own the gates to the promised land of abundance? This is the hidden narrative behind the shiny demos, a story of investment, displacement, consolidation, and the difficult repricing of our entire economy.